question I get a lot, and a question I see discussed a lot online, is what tools should I keep in my truck? So today, I'm going to show you the top 5 tools I keep in my truck, and if you stick around to the end, I've got a bonus just for you. Now keep in mind, these aren't tools for fence installation necessarily. I do more project management, kind of behind the scenes, project support really. So these tools are going to be more in line with that mission. So let's open up the magic drawer of tools, see what's in there. The first thing I carry in the truck, hard hat, safety glasses. For commercial projects, even ones that don't require this kind of personal protective equipment, I still like to wear it. I still like my guys to wear it to show that we're being respectful of their safety rules, but also that we take safety serious. Number 1, hard hat, safety glasses. Bonus points if they're orange. Next up, pad and paper. Seems pretty simple, right? But if you don't have them in the truck and you need them, you're really going to want to have them. Now, one thing, I like to keep graph paper in the truck. Makes it a little bit easier to be able to draw up a project proportionally and explain it to either the client, customer, or the crew. Proportional drawings just seem to make more sense to people. Of course, you can take normal notes on them too. Again, bonus points if that pen you got's orange. Next up, measuring apparatus. There's 2 of them. So apparati? I don't know. Stuff to measure with. So we got a 16-foot measuring tape for measuring gate openings, that sort of thing, and a measuring wheel to measure off larger quantities of measurements. To step off finished projects is usually what I use it for, just to confirm that the footage that was installed meets up with what was bid, and if not, figure out how much we're going to credit the customers. Once again, bonus points for being orange. 4th on the list of tools that never leave my truck, good solid hammer. I used to carry smaller hammers. I've also carried bigger grapple type hammers. This one seems to fit just right. What size is it? I have no idea. It doesn't really say. It's a 22 ounce, if you care to know. It seems even doing project management, not doing installs, I've used this thing more than I can tell you. I use it quite often. Once again, bonus points for being orange. The 5th tool in my drawer of tools that never end, a solid level. Now, this level is actually a gift from one of the former guests on the show, Kevin, if you're watching, thank you. Now, what I like about it, it's called XMan Level. Obviously not a sponsored ad, but it's a level I really like. This actually replaced my orange level because the X factor in it means that you can literally put this on a round post, not worry if it's plumb or level on the post. It automatically is in line with the post, so you can measure a couple different plumbs or levels on it. One neat feature, it's got a little indicator here to where we can dial in different angles of drop. So if we're trying to measure for drop on a gate, or if we're verifying that cross members are braced correctly, you can measure up to a 45-degree angle on that one. These 2 are really the main features. Once you put this on a post, round or square, it'll actually plumb it in 2 directions. So you can check plumb in multiple directions. And of course, a nice big green level all right in the middle. Anyway, 5th tool is a nice sturdy level. This one is the one I like. I didn't pay for it. It was a gift. This isn't a sponsored post, but it's pretty good. All right. You guys have stuck around to the end, and I appreciate that. So I've got a bonus tool just for you. Now, this tool doesn't necessarily ride around in this drawer, but it does stay in the truck, and it is my iPad Pro. Now, this thing is a bit of a gigantic beast, but it is really nice when we're on site trying to pull up either site plans or just documents related to the project. That way I can see it clearly, the crew and the customer. We can put this thing up on a stand on the back of the truck. We can all see exactly what we're talking about. It's got a cellular plan on it, so we could actually pull up like Google Earth or one of the satellite websites to see exactly a larger scale or an overhead view of what we're looking at. If you're really ambitious, it could also set it as a GPS device if you really want to see your GPS directions. If we're doing client interactions, whether it be initial interactions or just a site prep update, whatever like that, we can also take job notes, email them to ourselves, email them to the client, just so everyone stays on the same page without having to then take our notes back to the office and type them up and send them out. Now, it's an Apple only because all of the stuff I have is Apple and it just works with it. I understand some people are dedicated to not using Apple, and that's okay. because you can find other tablets that aren't Apple, and they will probably work great for you. For me, in my truck, it's the iPad Pro. All right, guys. So, if you've always been wondering, I wonder what Joe keeps in his truck. Well, there you go. Top 6 things. Well, 5 and a bonus that I always keep in my truck. Until next time, I'm Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors.